Hey guys, mambo yamechemuka na kuambia. Close allies wa William Ruto wametense baada ya Winnie Odinga kutamka matamshi ambayo pia imeanza kukwaza wao kama wana Kenya Kwanza leaders. Juu walijua tu ODM itaungana na serikali ya William Ruto ili wapambane na Rigathi Gachagua. Now, Winnie Odinga anataka ODM waanze kusikiza wananchi wanasema aje, ndiposa wafanye changes kwa party leader wa ODM. I can tell you. Juu wamerealize William Ruto anatumia Oburu Oginga, Junet Mohamed and Gladys Wanga kuconvince wana ODM kuungana na William Samoei Arap Ruto. That's why unaona Winnie Odinga amesema ya kwamba tusikize kwanza wananchi wanasema aje, ndiposa tuteue party leader, na hataki party leader ambaye ataelekeza wana ODM kuungana na William Samoei Arap Ruto. And show me like na nasema thanks for your great support. Nyinyi ni watu wa nguvu zaidi. Sikiza mambo.
It's intended to be a celebration, but probably it turned out to a platform that portrayed the kind of disunity, the kind of insecurities there. Many people just shouting themselves hoarse, trying to secure their sports within that. Do you think that this is the end of ODM as we knew it, the biggest party that has challenged governments for over 2 decades now?
Fred, thank you, and it's good to be back. It's been a while. It's actually interesting that our expectations of what we call a celebration should turn out to be almost a shouting match for ODM. And I squarely put that blame on the people who organize the celebrations, because you can organize events to reflect what they're meant to be, you see. So if they were meant to be celebrations, it should have been just contained them in the celebration. But when you turn the event into a rally, then you expect that to happen, and that's what happened. So in a rally, then you're really not controlling what people say. And you get people time to now speak what their minds, what was in their minds, which, and just riding on what has been said here, it's really true that people are still in the mood not for celebration. And some of the expressions right now are really coming out of a point of mourning. I mean, people are still mourning Raila Odinga. And, you know, to imagine that we are already inheriting him, you find that people are wondering what has happened so quickly, that we're moving so quickly. So I believe that some of the things come, it's a state of a bit of instability, if you ask me, in the party. So, so when you hear what people are saying, I think they should have relaxed a bit, waited a little bit, for them to say whether the date is right or not, we're going to go for it. That also was a contribution. I mean, the celebration at 20 doesn't have to be exactly on a date, because nobody anticipated that we would have this celebration in the midst of a loss, a mourning, the party leader. But after that, I also say that we must realize that in this situation, ODM was a party, it's a national party, but its half of its life has been taken away by the loss of Raila Amolo Odinga. It's literally half of the life of the party. So you can't expect that party to be what it used to be. And and for anyone to pretend that it's actually still there as a whole is to be in denial. It's to be in denial. ODM people should realize that once we lost Raila Amolo Odinga, that part of the party, which is basically, in my view, 50% of the party, is gone. You must first of all then find a way of organizing yourself to regain the part that has been lost. It's difficult to do it in one event. And then also the other thing which is a cause for concern is, how are you going to replace Raila Amolo Odinga as a party leader? And the statements which have come out I'll show you that there is a problem there and that we don't want to address it. We want to hide or keep our heads in the sand, because there's a real problem there that people are not satisfied with the way that the leadership was selected to replace Raila Amolo Odinga. And if that replacement was in the interim, then why are we not calling for an NDC? And those are the questions which came. We said, can we find a way of doing it? But as I said there one time, there is something about this political party. This political party is the biggest political party and the oldest political party after KANU right now. That is in Parliament. And it's been organized around a certain principle, and the person who manned everything was basically Raila Amolo Odinga. So as they go, and I can see that the emotions are still a mixture of celebrations with mourning. Now then comes where are we going is the question. And that's the biggest question which has been answered. So after this, where are we going and how are we going into 2027? Becomes another issue. So there are people who have already given up hope in ODM, say we are supporting President Ruto 2027. That's almost literally saying we've given up. Okay, our candidacy is gone. We don't, and that's very dangerous for a party. So the people who are saying we are not going to determine now, those are people who want to keep the party strong. But the people who come here and say we are doing this until post 2027, those people are not helping the party. Because look at it this way. Even if your party is small and weak, if you declare that you're going to run, you strengthen the party. But if you declare already that we're not running, tell me, why would I be interested in that party? Why would anybody want to remain in that party? So let's be careful how you shout about that. And how do you take everybody along with you? So, I mean, there are many issues in this party. They organized something called the Founders' Dinner. Some of the founders came, some of the founders did not attend. And why was that necessary to have a Founders' Dinner? It's basically the point in that Founders' Dinner was to see how to accommodate President William Ruto. In the speeches, otherwise how else would you have accommodated him? You have to have him to come and address, in a way, have a chance to campaign for his future in that particular state. Now, my question is whether it was the right time, was it presented nicely? All those kind of things have to be questions for the future. Yeah. So yeah, I really think ODM is in a crisis. They can't see it now. They needed to sit down and wait until everybody's back into a normal senses. But now they have taken it on, and the split is very clear.
And it's now playing out so publicly when the whole country is watching. Allow me to welcome Wakili Kibe Mungai into this conversation. Wakili, karibu sana and good morning.
Thank you, good morning.
Of course, the focus this morning and coming from the dailies is on